The April full moon. Fish moon? Egg moon? Pink moon? Can we make this a vegan moon? Stick around and let's chat. Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Corey Wren. I'm a vegan sociologist, I am a vegan feminist, and I am a vegan witch. This is your monthly moon check-in, and I am a little bit curious about what you think about the April full moon. So we're following up after the worm moon from March. And by the way, thank you for everybody who left comments and reached out to me. And if you didn't see that last video, I'll link it below. But at the end of February, my amazing, beautiful Mishka very sadly and very unexpectedly died. And it was not a very peaceful death either. So I've been really struggling to lean on my feminism, my sociology, and my witchcraft in order to get through this. I've even been exploring a lot of Buddhism lately, and I say that as an atheist. But I really have been leaning on my witchcraft because that's what it's for. Originally, witchcraft was reclaimed in the mid-20th century as a folk practice, a cultural practice, but more importantly, as a healing practice. And what I've been trying to do on this channel is to make it more accessible for people who care about animals like me, who love animals like me, who are hopefully vegan like me or considering being vegan. And so thinking about how we can tap into natural cycles and work with them. And yeah, I had a whole thing planned for the worm moon last month, and it just actually took a more meaningful turn than I ever would have expected. So with the worm moon, we're thinking about the underground, the underworld, the unseen work that has to be done, working with the dead that has to be done so that we can then have a new cycle of life. So that's where we are now with the so-called egg moon. And really, why is it called an egg moon? It's simply because now we are in spring. Spring is officially here. I'm recording in Canterbury, England. My daffodils and tulips are out. The weather is warming up a little bit more, and our sun is hanging around a lot longer. And I just actually cannot believe a whole moon cycle has passed since Mishka died. And when I've been thinking about what, obviously witchcraft is unique to different cultures and unique to different practitioners, but for me, it's the full moon is quite bittersweet because it is a very clear marker of this is how much time has passed, because the grief has been really extreme for me. And it's hard to believe that this much time has passed. So the moon is here again. And so I'm trying to work with this new moon cycle, this April moon, in a way that honors the fact that Mishka is gone and her death is making way for new life. Which it is uncomfortable for me to say that because I don't want to let her go. But, you know, that's life. We have to let them go. Even if Mishka had lived as long as her little dog life could have lived, it wouldn't have been that long in the grand scheme of things. So as I'm recording this, I'm looking forward to a new term at school. So I'll be teaching environmental sociology again. And that's always exciting to bring new theory and research to a new generation of students who hopefully will go off and do great things. One of my great students from 2 years ago just actually emailed me and said he got into Oxford's anthropology program, which makes me so proud. So I'm not a mother, but as a teacher, like, this is my way of that life cycle, participating in that life cycle, is sharing what I have, my training, my humble expertise with my students, and they go off and generate more on their own. But not just that, I also have a new dog on the way, and I'll be very happy to introduce you when we come back around for the full moon in May, which is on Bealtaine, a very fortuitous time. I will not be present on that time. I'm taking a trip to Burley in the New Forest, which is just a very magical place. So he'll be coming along with me, and we'll be getting to know each other. But yeah, at the end of April, I have another dog from Bulgaria coming. So this is what I mean. Mishka, I did the very best that I could with her. She had a lot of disabilities. I don't want to go into it in this video because it'll get too long, but I do feel like if I had got her to the vet sooner, she would not have died. And so I've been dealing with a lot of that guilt and grief. But it's done now. It's done. And I'm trying to just come to terms with the fact that she's gone. It's not easy. There's constant triggers when someone is that entangled in your life. Emails coming through that her vaccination is due, or finding one of her toys, or it just et cetera, et cetera. But this new dog that's coming in would not have been able to if Mishka hadn't passed on. And so I have to look at it that way. It's the only thing I could do. This little dog, he's a little black dog, and he spent the very first year of his life on a chain in some backyard, barely any food or fresh water, nothing to keep warm with. The chain was heavier than he was. And it's actually the people who rescued him, but they took a video of how he was living, and that video really is heartbreaking. And so I'm over the moon, over the April moon, to have him come stay here with me and do my very best to do well by him. So for me, this April moon really truly is about regeneration, rebirth, new cycles beginning. And one of the things that I do with this channel when I'm talking about moons and reclaiming moons is, historically, moons were important for agricultural people and people pre-agricultural in order to mark the time and mark the seasonal changes. And this is one I think that could probably easily be reclaimed. The egg moon does not necessarily refer to hen's eggs, although this is definitely around the time of Easter and people will be using hen's eggs. I've already made a video on ostara where I critique that as very ethically and morally problematic. So I'm not going to repeat that here. I'll link it below. But there are lots of other birds out there who are laying eggs and other kinds of eggs and mammal bodies that are about to become little fetuses, that we can celebrate that. Yeah, so life is continuing. It's also been called the pink moon, and this has to do with a particular wildflower that I'm not familiar with, and I think that's North American based. And the fish moon is another one. I don't hear that one used very often, but a lot of the names for the moons for April in my research have to do with Native American mythology and cultures, which I'm not really keen to appropriate those. I don't really know that culture, and I don't want to just take that culture. So for me, maybe we can think about the egg moon as really our ostara moon, this springtime moon when things are changing. All that hard work underground in the underworld that was taking place in March's moon is made way for the spring into the new cycle that is the April moon. Okay, so I hope that you're having a wonderful full moon season. Please let me know in the comments what you plan to do. I think this would be a great time to make some moon water. If you don't know what moon water is, you simply can put a jar of water out under the moonlight. And because here in the UK, the rainy season is finally past, you'll have a good chance of actually getting some moonlight. And then you can use that water for all kinds of magical practices. So what I will probably be doing is, I do have a grief altar in the works for little Mishka, and keeping fresh spring flowers on there for her. And I think using sacred well water, which is what I've been doing, been using Glastonbury sacred well water, but also moon water would be a nice way to water those flowers and to honor little Mishka. So thank you all for watching, and please do engage with the video if you can. It helps the channel to grow. It's a new channel, it's a small channel, and if you don't engage with it, YouTube thinks it's crap. I hope you don't think it's crap. Anyway, thanks for watching, and happy full moon to you, and please keep it witchy and blessed be.